feel like a lot of the time we get attached to circumstances that just don't serve us. And for that reason, the ability to let go of our previous concepts of self is one of the most, if not the hardest and most valuable skill a person can have. Thus, the ability to let go is the action by which you love yourself the most. I'm gonna say that one more time in a way that makes a little more sense. Having the ability to let go is the clearest demonstration of self-love that one person can have. And I was sitting here, it's Monday, so this video is supposed to come out tomorrow. This whole week I had no idea of what I'm gonna do my video about. Because, first of all, it needs to be relevant to me, because I do this for myself more than anyone else. Sorry, but it's the narcissistic truth. But nothing was hitting, and then I was like, you know what? Recent days, recent weeks, months, years even, maybe I've been attached to a certain concept or a certain idea, an ideology, or just something, isn't it? That has done nothing but brought detriment to my concept of self. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time we're going to stay attached to people that hurt us, or actions that hurt us. We repeat these actions, and it's a sort of an addictive cycle. It's a self-destructive cycle nonetheless, because we chase a feeling rather than an outcome. You know what I'm saying? I guess in a way the outcome we do chase is the feeling that we get. So whether that's scrolling on your phone or messaging an ex, I think I fall in the former more than the latter. But scrolling on the phone is 100% like a really big issue in our modern day. But I'm always talking about the modern day. There's like a million other issues that you could have. I think it's like a focus on the self is another one, but that's really vague. Unhealthy eating. I'm saying this right now. I've been craving an ice cream the whole day. Choosing to have a self-constraint to just ban it out, because I've been eating crazy good today. I've been eating nothing but whole foods, organic foods, and I want to keep it that way for a little while before I can treat myself. But yeah, we stay addicted to these things that bring us short-term dopamine releases, and we're unaware of the consequences they have in the long term. There's the long-term effect that it has, obviously. Like if you're on your phone the whole day, people, I think it's so normalized, the phone addiction. I think Bailey Showback, I was watching a video from her. She talks about how it's so normalized that we bed rot and like we spend hours just like doom scrolling, and we talk about it with our friends, and it's like perfectly normal. And then we have like a little TikTok group chats where we all send each other absolute brain rot. It just kills our mind, kills our productivity, kills our time, which I've said we barely have any time as is. You know, we're living off borrowed time here. It kills our day. Like you wake up in the morning, let's say like I woke up today pretty late. I woke up at 9, right? But I had the best self-interest to just not use my phone against most. That's a little bit of a lie. You know, I did hop on the phone, but I did limit it against my own best self-interest. I did use it though, and I didn't even notice it. I ended up wasting like half an hour just sitting there. And I looked at the time, I was like, fuck, it's 9:30, let me go. Like how many hours do you actually waste? Like we wake up at 9 o'clock, whatever, that's pretty late. So you shouldn't be waking up at 9, maybe a little bit early. But like we wake up so early, we just doom scroll for like an hour, then we go brush our teeth, and we're scrolling while we're brushing our teeth. I've done that a couple of times, I'm not afraid to admit it, and obviously it's a big problem. Right, and we get an addiction. I don't want to get into specifics because now we're just talking about doom scrolling here, but there's a lot of things that you can be addicted to. A lot of concepts that you can be addicted to, a lot of ideas we can be addicted to. And I think obviously the phone is harmful. I feel like the most harmful one of all is being addicted and unable to let go of a concept of self, about thinking of yourself in a certain way that you believe cannot be changed. That is the most detrimental. Because if you believe that you are something and that something can never be altered, then you are what you believe. It never will be altered. Until you believe it can be altered, it won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you achieve what you believe. And in saying that, whatever you believe, you will achieve. If you do not believe, you will not achieve. And that's why simply the most like loving thing that you can do for yourself is love yourself enough to let go. Let go of the past concepts of yourself. Let go of the things that hurt you, the actions that you partake in daily that hurt you. Let go of the people that hurt you. A lot of the time we stay stuck in like a situation with people that hurt us and we don't know why. We don't know why. We just stay there. I don't know why. A lot of people do it. I've been known to ostracize a few people because I don't really like them. So I'm gonna say it to their face that I don't like them. Obviously, that's a bit of a shitty thing to do. But don't put yourself in a situation where you don't have enough self-respect to stay there. Leave. Love yourself enough to recognize, hey, I'm not appreciated here. You have value. Just because someone doesn't know your value doesn't mean that you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone doesn't notice your value, just because someone doesn't have the capability to appreciate it, just because you aren't useful to them. By the way, only a slave categorizes themselves by their usefulness. I'm just using this in broad terms because I don't actually know how other way to phrase it, but obviously you shouldn't categorize yourself about how useful you are towards other people. But if someone doesn't recognize how useful you are, then they won't appreciate you. Now, that doesn't mean that you aren't going to be appreciated elsewhere. Of course you're going to be appreciated elsewhere. You get appreciated in a million other places, but just in that one place you won't get appreciated. That's fine. Love yourself enough to let go of those people. Move on. Move on. I put myself in a million situations where I know I'm not appreciated. You have to have the balls to just move on. Like, sorry if any ladies are watching, but like, yo, seriously, like, just love yourself enough to let go. Just let go. I keep saying that. It's important to note that I have taken that from Ian Bryant, I think. I can never say his last name. I love that guy. He's a great inspiration. But yeah, let go of the concept of self that hurts you. Let go of the actions you do that hurt you. And let go of this like people that hurt you, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the time, you'll be with people hurt you. Let go, man, let go. It will be like, okay, imagine your future self looking at you, because I think it's important to reiterate again, there is no past self to overcome, there's no future self to achieve. But just imagine for a second that your future self was looking back at you. You are your future self, looking at you in the present. I think this is something from Modern Wisdom, Diary of a CEO crossover episode. Don't hold me to that. I found it somewhere in the recesses of my brain right now as I'm speaking. So I'm gonna say it. Imagine your future self looking back at you in the present now. Freaky. What would he say for you to let go of? I can bet like £1 million, right? You would be banging on the invisible glass on the invisible screen. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Quit that, you fucking idiot. Let go of those people. Stop thinking that about yourself. Stop doing that to yourself. Because it's harmful. It's harmful. You don't become better by staying stuck with the things that hurt you. You become better by letting go of the things that hurt you and replacing them. It's getting really long. I want to talk about the law of equivalent exchange here. I don't know if it's all that relevant. But look, I think I'm going to just touch on it for now. And maybe later in the future, we can revisit this. Because it's a really important topic. Especially to me. Fuck. Oh shit, oh, the signature headphones. The law of equivalent exchange. Look, when you give up something, you have to replace it with something equal. That's not the law of equivalent exchange, but I'm bringing it in terms of what we're discussing right now. When you let go of something, you have to replace it with something of equal significance. If you're replacing something that's bad, you cannot replace it with an emptiness. You have to replace it with something that's productive. Okay? You cannot replace doom scrolling with nothing, because you're still wasting that time, isn't it? you have to replace it with something that's equally as time consuming, but positive and beneficial to you. Hear me. If you decided, yo, I'm not appreciated in my friend group right now, so I'm gonna leave. Having yourself in complete isolation with nobody is only gonna hurt you more. You cannot replace that friend group with nothing. It doesn't work. You're gonna feel lonely. What you need is to replace it with people that value you. You are replacing a negative with a positive. You cannot replace a negative with an absence. Think of it like a mathematical equation. The sum always needs to equal 0. So you cannot replace a negative with a 0, because then the sum is still negative. You have to replace it with a positive, so it's 0. Bear in mind, I dropped maths A level, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So what I'm trying to say, essentially, like I've been saying this whole video, because this whole video I've just been repeating and reiterating what I've been saying. And to end this on a final note, right? Let go of the harmful self-concepts that you have. Let go of the harmful actions that you repeat daily or regularly. It doesn't have to be daily. Let go of the people that hurt you. When you let go of those things, do not just throw them aside. Replace them. Once they're gone, bring in something new. And that something new needs to be of positive accordance to the self, to yourself. You cannot replace negative with nothing. Negative has to be replaced by positive. So do that. Substitute your negative self-concept with a positive self-concept. Substitute your negative daily actions with positive daily actions. Substitute your negative people with positive people. And now it's easier said than done. But if you do not try, it will not happen. It's as simple as that. I want to end it because my videos lately have been way too long and it is boiling hot. And I closed the window today because I knew the sound of cars were going to come in. And you guys don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And my air conditioning is turned off because it makes way too much noise. And yeah. Peace. I love you guys. I'm like a real big impasse right now because I don't know what to talk about going forward. Please give me suggestions. I need help. I'm thinking about posting short little clips on TikTok, on Instagram, shit like that. Maybe YouTube shorts. I don't know. If you guys think that'll be stupid, I don't really care. But if you got any like constructive criticism regarding that, obviously I want to hear it because I want to know, is it anything that's going to harm my channel? Is it anything that's going to harm you guys? Obviously I'm trying to spread love here. I'm not trying to spread no negativity, you know what I'm saying? That being said, love you lot. Keep being you, keep being great. A lot on the way, a lot already here. Appreciate where you are right now because you never know when it's gonna go. Peace.